ThiEYE E7, a camera that is promising authentic 4K video with a budget-friendly price tag. Did they pull it off? Is this the camera that delivers it all? Let's find out. Starting with the packaging, the camera comes in this rather simple black box. Inside, the camera is snugly placed in foam packaging. Unpacking everything, we have some accessories for mounting. It's enough to mount on, let's say, a helmet or flat surface, but is not as comprehensive as some of its competition. There is a carry pouch included, which can be handy. There is only one battery this time, while previously with the T5e that we reviewed earlier, they packed two batteries. I'd like to talk a little bit about the waterproof case. With the T5e, the case was leaking, so seawater killed the camera. This time, I did not want to take any chances. Tested the case in the sink to make sure there is no leak as such. I think ThiEYE knew something about this. The case comes with this sticker nicely telling us to close the lid properly. Moving on, I did not find any issues with the case. Now we look at the camera a bit closely. The camera body is all plastic. Not that it is a bad thing. The battery compartment opens on metal hinges and is spring-loaded. There is a little lock on the battery lid, which I think is overkill. Next to the battery compartment, we have the 1/4" thread. This is practically a mandatory item to have these days. It is super convenient for wider use. On the sides, we have the direction buttons, and on the other side, we have the I/O. At the front, we have the menu or power button, and at the top, we have the action button. At the back, we have the display, which is not a touchscreen. As far as build quality goes, it is acceptable. I have no complaints, nor any compliments. To power up the camera, we have to hold the power button for a few seconds. This I do not like. An action camera should be ready to go ASAP, not press and hold and wait. One of the unique features prevalent with ThiEYE is that they place LEDs everywhere. At the bottom, at the front, two of them, at the back next to the screen, and around the action button as a ring. Very nice, very good. Except we cannot turn them off. If someone wants to film discreetly, will not find this appealing. All these LEDs rival that of Las Vegas. I'm pleased to say that the menu system is improved from the previous model. Things are more logical, and waterproof case allows all of the buttons to be accessible. If we press the menu button once, it prompts us which function we want to change: video settings, photo settings, playback, and general settings. Before I go into the performance of the camera, let's look at the internal components of the camera. The sensor used is a Panasonic sensor. They have provided the model number to be 34112. There is not much information available about the sensor at this point in time. Going by experience though, I have generally found Panasonic sensors to be rather good. The chip used is a iCatch V50M. This chip is something that I have no experience with. On paper, it appears to promise good things. So let's start with the video quality. First impression, what do I think? 4K at 30 FPS with stabilization is what the camera is promising as its main feature. Well, it achieves it. As far as 4K video goes, there is most certainly room for improvement. Let's explore. First, the stabilization. It works. Here I'm walking with the camera handheld with stabilization on. If we turn it off, and turning it back on. So there is a difference. This is equally applicable in Full HD as well. So if we are filming with stabilization off while holding the camera by hand, this would be the result. With the stabilization on, this is what we can expect. Now to the matter of quality. While there is right amount of pixels with right amount of frames and has bitrate hovering at about 50 to 70 Mbps, there are noise grains present even in broad daylight. Next is the softness of distant objects. In this scene, for example, the wood texture near the camera shows very nicely. though the trees at the background hardly has much detail. I have similar to say for Full HD recording. So if the sensor is picking up the near objects fine but not the distant objects, perhaps the lens has something to do with it. With regards to photos, in daytime it's fine, with similar issues of distant objects. Next is slow motion. Well, at 120 fps in 720p, it's workable for slow motion, but nothing groundbreaking. Low light performance in general depends on how low the light actually is. For example, in this scene, the bright areas work okay and the dark areas are not so good. If driving, street lights are not sufficient. Although there is driving mode in this camera, I cannot really recommend it for that purpose alone. So, in conclusion, well, the camera is rather cheap for a 4K camera. Given the low price tag, I should be a bit more forgiving. Can't expect it to be exactly the same as higher end cameras. The older model, the ThiEYE, had a better image quality. In that sense, the Umbrella chip still delivers better quality video, but could not stabilize at 4K. The E7 can stabilize at 4K, though at a slight compromise. If I did not view the footage on a 4K screen, most of the imperfections would not have been so apparent. In the end, what the manufacturer claims is all there as far as specifications go. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. What you liked or disliked about this video, please be sure to leave a note on the comment section below, and please make sure to subscribe in order to stay updated with our latest upcoming videos. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.